Hi, guys. So, we are going to talk about the different types of industries today. And um, there are many, many, many different types. So, what I want you to just do right now is think to yourself, how can money affect a country's success? So, just think about that for a second. How can the money we make affect a country's success? Let me give you a little time to think. Okay, so I would love for you to be able to tell me this, but I know that you're at home. So just kind of think about that as we go through these next few slides. So today we're going to talk about different types of industries from agriculture, manufacturing, wholesale and retail, and service industries. And we're going to really focus on this guiding question. What are the different types of industries and how do they affect the nation's economy? All right, so the first type of industry is the agriculture. This is the practice of cultivating the land or raising stock, a large scale farming enterprise. And below is a picture of a tractor that is plowing and cultivating a field. Cultivating means to stir up the ground, to aerate the ground. This type of industry, agriculture, is very important. And I'm going to give you a few seconds to think why agricultural farming is a really important industry in America. All right. So I hope your answer has something to do with the fact if we do not have plants, if we don't have crops, even animals such as cows, we won't have beef or milk. This type of industry is very important to our food source here in the United States as well across the entire world. Wholesale is the selling of goods to merchants, usually in large quantities for resale to consumers. A lot of you have seen Sam's Clubs, even Costco's. They are a perfect example of wholesale because if you are a merchant, um, meaning someone who owns a business, you can go to Sam's and actually resell some of their products, which is kind of cool. Um, Also, Sam's Clubs is a wholesale club or Costco's. I'm not sure which one we have here, but you've probably seen both. If you are a merchant, meaning someone who owns a business, you can buy from these places wholesale prices, meaning it's a lower price, but you have to buy in larger quantities because the whole idea is that you're going to resell this in your business. Gas stations, restaurants, stores, they are all purchase products at a wholesale price, large quantities, and normally they're at a lower price because they're going to be resold. The retail industry, on the other hand, is the selling of goods to consumers like you and I. These places usually have smaller quantities like Target, Best Buy, Walmart. We have a Kroger's and a Home Depot here. These are all perfect examples of the retail industry. Those are the places you and I normally shop at. The service industry. This is probably one of the most amazing places, industries, because I love going to restaurants, getting my hair done. Those are wonderful things I love to do with my family. Well, service industries are businesses that provide a service to their consumers. So these businesses, like Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, maybe even Las Cucos, they provide a service. They create food for us and they give us service. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. Even your doctors and nurses, they provide a service of healthcare to you. So here's an example of what. If you had to see what industry, what would this be? And think about the ones we just talked about. I hope you said that it is agriculture. Remember, agriculture is the one that grows crops, animals, anything that we use and consume. Normally, it's a natural resource. All right, let's look at this picture of this lady. What is she? And what type of industry does she work for? I hope you said the service industry. This service industry, remember, they help us, they give us certain types of service. Oh my goodness, look at all of those things. Let's name that industry. What do you think it is? Think about it to yourself. Remember, look at all of those large quantities of food. That looks like a place we have here. I hope you said wholesale industry. Remember, we can buy large quantities at cheaper prices. Normally, merchants purchase these items and sell it to us consumers. Ooh, my favorite thing. I love to do this. What kind of industry is this? Oh, I hope you said, let's see if it pops up. Oh, it didn't pop up. This is the retail industry. The retail industry is where we, as consumers, can go and buy things from different merchants. When you have clothes, maybe even foods and supplies. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is gross domestic product. So you've talked about gross domestic product in the past, but gross domestic product is the value of all goods and services produced within a country's borders. Remember that gross domestic product is amount of money and the value of the items they've produced within that country's borders. So the world's GDP, this is an example of the United States, China, India, and Japan. This is kind of looking at a bigger picture here. How much GDP compared around the world? Countries by GDP again per capita. This is a thematic map that talks about and shows the different GDPs per country and region. If you look, the United States, we're in the black, so we got 50,000 plus. Here's another chart. This is actually a graph that shows the top 10 countries by GDP in 2014. Look at us, United States. We are top of the graph. So we have well over $160 billion. Woo! And then look at Russia, little old tiny Russia way over there in the yellow. They have $101,857,000,000 worth of GDP, gross domestic product. All right, so your mastery check, you're going to log in, and I hope that you get out of this PowerPoint and go do your mastery check. Remember, it's the puzzle piece, and it's located in Schoology on today's date, Monday. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, please message your teacher. We're here for you, and we want to help you as much as possible. Thank you. Have a great day.